You ever get that feeling that your phone is listening to you? I mean, one minute you're talking about needing new hiking boots, and the next, bam, your Instagram feed is full of ads for hiking gear.
Oh, it's not just a feeling, it's AI in action, my friend. And that's exactly what we're diving deep into today, how artificial intelligence is working behind the scenes in our lives in ways we might not even realize.
It's true, and for this deep dive, we're focusing on this article from M Developers, a software company, that really breaks down how businesses are using AI.
And that's the thing, it's not just about robots in factories anymore. This is about how AI is shaping our everyday experiences as consumers.
Okay, so let's demystify AI a little bit. We've all seen the sci-fi movies, but what are we really talking about here?
Well, this article defines AI as computer software that performs human-like activities. And that can include anything from recognizing patterns to making decisions.
So it's less about robots taking over the world and more about software that can do things we used to think only humans could do.
Exactly. And the key takeaway here is that it's already happening all around us.
Give me an example.
Think about the last time you did a Google search or scroll through your Facebook feed. Even just using a navigation app to get around town AI is behind all of it.
Wow, so every time I'm using these apps, I'm actually feeding information into an AI system.
You got it. Each interaction you have, every click, every search, it all becomes data that these AI systems use to learn and evolve. It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
It is. So we're all part of this giant AI experiment in a way. And the article mentions different types of AI, right? Don't tell me I need a computer science student to understand that.
No degree required. Don't worry. They break it down into four main types: reactive AI, limited memory AI, theory of mind AI, and self-aware AI. And some are a lot closer to home than others.
Let's start with the ones that are already impacting us then. What's reactive AI all about?
Reactive AI is like the first step in artificial intelligence. It's about reacting to the information presented at that moment without any memory of past interactions. Imagine a program that can identify if a picture have a cat or a dog in it. That's reactive AI, powerful but limited.
Okay, so it's like those spam filters that are constantly on the lookout for suspicious emails. They're not really learning from past spam, just reacting to what they see right now.
Exactly. Or even something like those personalized recommendations you see on Netflix often. That's based on what you're watching right now, not necessarily your entire viewing history. Although they do factor in your history too, which brings us to,
Limited memory AI.
you got it. This type of AI can actually store past data and use it to make decisions.
Okay, so this is where things like self-driving cars come in, right?
Yeah.
They're constantly collecting data about their surroundings and using that information to make decisions in real time.
You got it. It's a bit like how we humans learn from our experiences, except of course AI can process and analyze information on a scale that we can only dream of.
And it's constantly learning and improving as it goes. But what about these other types of AI theory of mind and self-aware? Those sound a bit like they belong in a science fiction movie.
They do, don't they? And to be honest, we're not quite there yet with those. They're still more conceptual than practical at this point, but it is interesting to consider where this technology might be headed.
So they're more about the future of AI, where it could go. For now, we're mostly interacting with those first two types, reactive and limited memory.
Exactly. And the key takeaway here is that even in these early stages, AI is already having a huge impact on our lives, even if we don't realize it.
It really is amazing how much AI is already woven into our daily lives.
It is. And speaking of that, this article dives into how businesses are using these different types of AI. And this is where it gets really interesting for me because it's not just about cool technology, it's about how it actually affects us as consumers.
Absolutely, and it touches on some key areas like automation, data analytics, and natural language processing, which sound really techy, but they have a very real impact on our experiences.
Okay, so let's break those down. What's the deal with automation? I mean, we usually think of robots in factories, but this article seems to suggest it's a lot broader than that.
It is broader. It's about using AI to streamline tasks and processes in any field. Think about those super fast deliveries we're getting these days, or how our online shopping carts seem to know exactly what we want to buy next.
Okay, so it's not just about replacing human workers with robots. It's about using AI to make things more efficient overall.
Precisely. And this efficiency can lead to faster service, more personalized recommendations, and even better customer support. We might not always see the AI working, but we definitely feel its effects. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And speaking of behind the scenes, what about this data analytics thing? That always sounds a little mysterious to me.
Data analytics is where AI is used to analyze massive amounts of information to identify patterns and trends. This allows businesses to understand customer behavior in a whole new way. It's like having a superpowered detective working behind the scenes, piecing together clues about what makes us tick.
Okay, so is that how I get those eerily accurate targeted ads? Like, how do they know I'm suddenly craving a very specific type of pizza?
You got it. Every click you make, every website you visit, it all gets analyzed by AI to create a remarkably detailed profile of your preferences. It's how companies tailor their marketing campaigns, recommend products, and even personalize your online experience.
So it's not magic. It's just really, really good data analysis. I have to admit, that's both impressive and a little creepy. But you said data analysis can actually lead to better products and services. How does that work?
Well, imagine a company that can use AI to analyze customer feedback from thousands of sources, identifying common pain points and areas for improvement. Or a streaming service that can use your viewing history to recommend movies you'll actually enjoy even if you've never heard of them before.
Okay, that makes sense. It's about using data to anticipate what we want and need, even if we don't know it ourselves. And maybe it saves me from wasting time on movies I end up hating, which is always a plus.
Exactly. And then there's natural language processing, or NLP, which is all about teaching computers to understand and communicate in human language.
So like those virtual assistants we're all talking to these days.
Exactly. Think about how far those have come. They can understand what you're saying, answer your questions, even tell you jokes, sometimes bad jokes, but still.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Are there other ways we're interacting with NLP that we might not even realize?
Definitely. NLP is behind everything from chatbots that answer customer service questions to predictive text that finishes your sentences. It's even being used to translate languages in real time.
Wow, so it's like AI is breaking down the barriers of human language. That's huge.
It is huge, and it has enormous potential to change the way we communicate and interact with the world around us. Now the article goes even deeper, giving examples of how these AI technologies are being used in specific departments, like marketing and sales, for example.
Let's talk about those.
Okay.
Because those are the areas where I feel like we as consumers are really starting to see the impact of AI in our daily lives.
You're right. Let's start with marketing. We talked about personalized experiences earlier. AI is a game changer when it comes to crafting those experiences.
So it's not just about showing me random products anymore.
Not at all. It's about analyzing your behavior preferences, even your social media activity, to tailor a marketing experience just for you. AI can analyze which websites you visit, what you click on, even how long you spend on a page. It can track your purchase history, identify your favorite brands, and even figure out what kind of mood you're in based on your social media posts.
Okay, that's both impressive and a little creepy, right? Like how much do these AI systems really know about us? It's like they're reading our minds. But it does explain how I get those eerily accurate ads.
It does, but again, it's not magic, it's just data. And when used ethically and responsibly, it can be a win-win for both businesses and consumers. Businesses can connect with customers who are genuinely interested in their products, and customers like you and me can enjoy a more personalized and engaging shopping experience. It's all about finding the right balance.
So it's like AI is taking all the guesswork out of marketing, both for the businesses and for us as shoppers.
In a way, yes. And it's not just marketing that's being transformed by AI. The article also dives into how AI is shaking things up in the world of sales, and this is one where I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief.
Okay, tell me more. How is AI making sales less, well, salesy?
You know how annoying it is to get those spam calls or generic emails that have nothing to do with your interests? AI is helping to change that.
That's music to my ears. I don't know about you, but my spam folder is overflowing these days. So is AI like a superpowered spam filter for sales calls now?
You could say that, but it's actually more sophisticated than that. AI is being used to analyze sales leads, prioritize the ones that are most likely to convert into actual customers, and even personalize the way businesses reach out to those potential customers.
So less time chasing dead ends and more time focusing on the people who are actually interested. This sounds like a win-win for everyone involved.
Exactly. For businesses, it means being more efficient with their time and resources. And for us as consumers, it means fewer robotic sales interactions and more personalized experiences. Imagine getting a call from a company about a product or service you're actually interested in at a time that's convenient for you. That's the potential of AI in sales.
Okay, I can get behind that. Now, this next one really caught my eye in the article, AI in Human Resources. I mean, that seems like a very human-centric field. How does AI fit in there?
It's pretty fascinating, actually. One of the biggest ways AI is being used in HR is in the recruitment process. AI can analyze resumes and job descriptions to find the best matches between candidates and open positions. But it goes beyond just matching keywords. It can identify skills and experience that might not be immediately obvious. It's about connecting the dots in a way that traditional recruiting methods sometimes miss.
So it's like AI is helping us find those diamond-in-the-rough candidates who might not have the perfect resume, but have the right skills and potential.
Exactly. And for job seekers, AI can help them find jobs that are a good fit for their skills and interests. Imagine if you had a tool that could analyze your work history, your skills, and even your personality to suggest careers you might excel in. AI can make the job search process a lot less daunting.
That would be a game changer, especially in today's job market. But it's not just about finding the right job, right? AI can also help make the workplace itself a better environment.
Absolutely. AI can analyze employee feedback communication patterns, even things like office layout, to identify ways to create a more positive and productive work environment.
So like an AI-powered office manager that's constantly looking for ways to improve things for everyone.
Exactly. It's all about using technology to create a better future of work for everyone involved. And that's what makes AI so fascinating. It has the potential to not just automate tasks, but to truly improve our lives in meaningful ways.
It's like we're standing at the edge of something truly transformative.
Yeah.
It's a bit daunting, but also incredibly exciting. And this article has given me a lot to think about how AI is already shaping my experiences and what the future might hold.
Me too. And that's the thing about AI. It's not just some abstract concept anymore. It's here, it's real, and it's impacting all of us.
Well, on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI. As always, thanks for joining us, and remember to keep those brain cells firing.